once saw Freminet in a shop where we both reached for the same gadget. It was the last one available, but just as I was about to tell him he could have it, he withdrew his hand and ran out of the store. It might sound odd, but he fled like the guards were after him. Lady Furina once ordered us to carry out some sort of ceremonial musketeer performance. She not only wanted each of us outfitted with special ceremonial muskets, but she wanted us to practice all sorts of specialized drill formations as well. Luckily, in the end, she couldn't find the right song to pair with the performance, and the matter was dropped entirely. Charlotte is the type of reporter that really gives you a headache. Whenever there's a major case, she's always one of the first people in the vicinity, no matter how hard we try to secure the scene. One time, she was even detained as a suspect for half a month, but she was still able to finish her article while in custody. I really do need to find the time to have a formal conversation with her editor about her behavior. Clorinde has built quite the reputation for herself in Fontaine as a champion duelist. Our positions are different, so I'm not at liberty to make any comments about her work. But I trust that she takes on those duels out of her own sense of justice. Lyney is quite the famous magician. We once had a case where we arrested a magician suspected of deliberate harm, fraudulent behavior, and murder, but we could never figure out his methods. In the end, we brought on Lyney as a consultant. He helped us find a crucial piece of evidence that led to the successful conviction of the suspect. I heard that an author actually used that case as the basis for their mystery novel about a magician who used their craft to commit crimes. Unfortunately, the author ended up going a little overboard on the graphic detail, and since the crime is still fresh in everyone's minds, it'll be a while before they're able to get it published. The work Wriothesley does is highly effective. At least all criminals know that the Fortress of Meripede isn't the type of place you want to stay at long enough to grow old. That fact comes in handy during our interrogation work. Emilie is a good friend. Her expert knowledge of chemistry has been a great help to me many times when analyzing evidence or tracking down a killer. She helps us discover information that no one else can see, like what type of perfume a suspect wore or what type of flowers they sent as a gift. She can even determine the places they've been, right down to the very dirt they've stepped in. Plus, she's never been wrong. Chiori's method of resolving disputes is a bit radical, but she has quite the network at her disposal and has provided the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol with intelligence on more than one occasion. In return, I turn a blind eye whenever she throws someone out the door or runs a malignant competitor out of business. If you look into it, you'll find that Chiori is always in the right. She's just not the type to waste her breath on explanations. The Special Security and Surveillance Patrol has a long-lasting friendship with the Melusines. We often collaborate with the Melusines who work in the Marechaussee Phantom. They're kind, honest, and reliable. When it comes to handling major cases, the role they play is irreplaceable. I myself am quite close to several Melusines, Sigewinne included. Melusines have long been one of our most indispensable partners. If there continue to be those who dare slander and belittle their name, then they'll find themselves looking down the barrels of our muskets. Everyone knows that the Iudex abstains himself of all personal emotion when presiding over a trial. Some even say he lacks the warmth of human emotion. But the way I see it, justice should remain uncorrupted by personal feelings. Those who break the law bear guilt. It's as simple as that. I've heard about the murder case involving Navia's father. It caused quite the stir in the Maison Gardiennage at the time. It was the source of many disagreements, I believe. Fortunately, the truth has come to light, and the true culprit has been held accountable. Justice may not always be swift, but it always prevails in the end.